Most people think debt happens because someone doesn't make enough money, but that's usually not true. There are people earning 25,000 rupees a month drowning in debt, and people earning 2 lakh rupees a month who are also completely trapped. The scary part is that debt rarely feels dangerous in the beginning. It feels normal. A new phone on EMI feels affordable. A credit card swipe feels harmless. Ordering food every weekend feels deserved after a stressful week. And little by little, without realizing it, people build a lifestyle their future income is already committed to paying for. That's why most people never escape debt. Not because they're lazy or unintelligent, but because modern life is designed to make debt feel invisible. Imagine a person named Arjun. At 22, he gets his first salary. It feels amazing. For the first time in his life, he can buy things without asking anyone. He buys a new phone because everyone has one. Then comes a bike on EMI, then subscriptions, weekend outings, online shopping during sales. None of these decisions feel huge individually. In fact, each one feels small, manageable. But this is exactly how debt works. Debt never enters your life like a monster. It enters like a friend, quietly, politely, one monthly payment at a time, and psychologically, this is where the trap begins. Human brains are terrible at understanding long-term consequences. We naturally focus on what feels good right now. If someone says, "Pay 1 lakh rupees today," the brain panics. But if they say, "Just 3,499 rupees per month," suddenly it feels easy. Even though you may end up paying much more over time. Companies know this. That's why almost every expensive thing today is sold in monthly payments instead of full prices. Because monthly payments bypass pain. They make people focus on affordability instead of total cost. The dangerous part is that debt slowly steals future freedom. Every EMI is basically a promise from your future self. It says, no matter what happens next month, a part of your income already belongs somewhere else. And when too many promises pile up together, people stop controlling money, and money starts controlling them. That's why so many people feel financially stuck even after salary increases. Their income grows, but their obligations grow even faster. This creates something called the lifestyle inflation trap. Most people believe earning more money automatically solves financial problems. But in reality, when income increases, spending usually increases too. Someone earning 30,000 rupees dreams of making 1 lakh rupees because they think life will finally feel easy. But when they actually reach 1 lakh rupees, their lifestyle upgrades with them. Better phone, better apartment, more expensive restaurants, bigger car. Suddenly they still feel broke, just at a higher income level. Debt expands to fill the space income creates, and social pressure makes it even worse. Humans constantly compare themselves to others. Social media has turned this into a full-time psychological attack. Every day, people see influencers traveling, buying luxury items, eating at expensive places, showing success. Slowly, people stop spending money for happiness and start spending money to avoid feeling left behind. This is one of the biggest reasons people stay trapped in debt for years. They're not buying things because they truly need them. They're buying emotions, status, validation, temporary excitement. The problem is that debt changes how people think. Once someone is trapped financially, survival mode begins. Instead of making smart long-term decisions, they focus only on immediate relief. They use one credit card to pay another. They take loans to cover older loans. They chase quick money schemes because pressure makes people desperate. Debt creates stress, and stress weakens decision-making. It becomes a cycle that feeds itself. But here's the deeper truth most people never realize. Debt is often less about math and more about behavior. Financial freedom doesn't come from looking rich. It comes from creating space between income and expenses. The wealthiest people are not always the ones earning the most. Often, they're the people who learn to control lifestyle inflation and delay unnecessary gratification. They understand that every unnecessary EMI steals flexibility from the future. Think about it like carrying weight in a backpack. One small rock feels fine, but over time, more rocks get added. A car payment, credit card bill, personal loan, shopping EMI. Suddenly, the backpack becomes so heavy that even walking forward feels exhausting. Most people don't realize the weight until years later when they feel trapped in jobs they hate because their bills won't allow them to leave. And this is why escaping debt requires something deeper than just making more money. It requires changing your relationship with money itself. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this monthly payment?" the better question becomes, "Is this purchase stealing freedom from my future self?" That single mindset shift changes everything. Because financially smart people don't just protect their money, they protect their future options. The irony is that modern culture teaches people to appear wealthy before they actually build wealth. Real wealth is quiet. It's having savings without showing them off. It's having investments growing in the background. It's being able to survive emergencies without panic. But debt pushes people in the opposite direction. It encourages looking successful while becoming financially weaker underneath. So the reason most people never escape debt isn't simply because life is expensive. It's because they never realize the game they're playing. A game where convenience is prioritized over ownership, appearance over stability, and short-term pleasure over long-term freedom. And the moment someone finally understands this, debt stops feeling normal. They begin seeing every financial decision differently, not as a way to impress people today, but as a way to buy freedom tomorrow. Because in the end, the real goal of money isn't to own more things. It's to own more control over your life.